Hi YouTube fam, I'm Gabriel Flores, aka Maybe Lee, coming up here to share with you things about my life, ideas I have, and going above and beyond that. I'm not just doing that, but I'm also trying to expound on it and trying to develop it into something a little bit better. And so, along with that, I have things that I've went out into the world and researched and gathered knowledge about, and combining that with my personal stuff. So, really, these episodes have two parts to it. Part one is my personal information that I'm sharing with you guys, and then part two is knowledge and stuff about different topics that I don't necessarily know about, but want to learn about. And so I go out there and research it and gather information, and then combine that with the information that I give you today. And each day, that's what I do, those two parts. And that's the reason why I do that, is because I want to try to make it a little bit better, because my information, I know I can just talk about all of my information anytime, because it's the information I have. I know it. But with these other topics that I add on top of it, some of them I have a little bit information about. Some of them I need to do more research on. Some of them I know nothing about, but am interested enough that I want to do some research, want to go out there into the world and gather information. Yeah, so I think, when I first came up with the idea, I thought it'd be cool to do something like that. And so I put this together. I have all of my episodes planned out, they're all ready to go. So today, basically, I want to talk about having fun and stuff like that. I think it's so easy to get lost in the day to day and really lose sight of the things that make you tick, the things that make you smile, that make your heart speed up a little bit more in a good way. And just, it's easy to let go of to lose sight of those things and to get caught up in the routine, because obviously we're busy living our lives, we're busy going to work, we're busy trying to solve these problems we have in our lives. But sometimes we just need to sit back and figure out, well, what is fun, what makes me tick. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not very happy these days. Maybe I can be a little bit more happier if I do things that are fun. Because, work may be fun. For me, I like work. I view work as a positive thing. But it's work, so it's not fun, what I view as fun. But it can be fun. So that's why it's so easy for people to just go on with their routine and not think about what exactly is it that I view as fun, what's fun to me, what do I view as pure fun, what can I what can I do right now that's going to be guaranteed fun, that's going to guarantee me some pleasure, some happiness. And so that's, but for me, I think work is fun. And if you don't necessarily like your job, you can make anything kind of fun if you have a good attitude and stuff like that. But that's just trying to make the best of a bad situation. But if you're a smart person, then you're out there looking for a job that you view as fun. But some people are on the defensive, are on their back foot when it comes to employment. And so they either have to take what's available or the first thing that pops up, or something that they don't necessarily want because it's zero dark 30 and they need something now. And so in that case, those people would have to make the best of a bad situation, which is possible. And, in my view, in order to be able to survive in the job, you are going to have to figure out how to make it fun. Otherwise, you're not going to last in that type of when things like that happen. But I want to be the person where I find myself in a situation that I'm able to be out there looking for a job, and built into my search engine is fun. Something I've used fun, something I've used pleasurable. I know is pleasurable because some people might not know what fun, what makes them, they might not know what makes them tick. And those are the people that are really depressed, really not doing very good. And I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who kind of lost sight of myself and the things that make me tick, the things that are going to help me make it through. And that's probably why at this point in my life I'm so far down in the dumps, is because of that. And for me, the things I view as fun are sex, movies, and vacationing. Now I know what you're thinking. Sex and a job, because Gabriel just said, well, you should build fun into the job that you're looking for. If you're smart, you're going to do that. And so I know what you're thinking when I said sex is fun. Sex in a job, well, that's pretty much impossible. That's not going to be possible. And that's why I separated fun, because, work can be fun, but it's important to really know the standalone things that are fun, that are outside of work, outside of work. And so that's why I have this list how it is, because there's a whole list of work related things that I could put down as fun that I think is fun. And there's a lot of things that I like to do. I'm not a picky person. I view a lot of things as fun, but when you're an individual like me and you have to go out there into the world by yourself, and you don't have a mentor and you don't have anybody to help you other than, which I'm very thankful for my parents who provide me a roof and provide me food and provide a good example and stuff like that. But I'm talking about having to do everything by yourself, which I do. I still have to wake up in the morning. I have to figure out how to do every single thing that I do. I have to figure out on my own. And so that's why I have it like this. Well, what do I think is fun? Because at one point in my life, I had to do this before. Like, I had to think about stuff like this, which, I prefer to think abstract. But I was assaulted. My mind was under assault. My mind still is under assault, and I don't have any help. And I try to do the best I can to try to survive. And so I need to figure out, well, how can I make myself a little bit happier? Because I don't have anybody who's going to take my hand and take me to go have sex, take me to go to the movies, take me on a vacation. If I want to go on vacation, I have to start planning now. I better start planning now. And hopefully in 15 years, when I can have a little bit of spare change, I can maybe purchase a $100 airplane ticket to Salt Lake City, Utah. And that's the situation that you don't want to be in, where you have to plan every single thing for yourself. You want to be in a environment that you're well cushioned, and where you have a lot of help and a lot of good people are surrounding you. You have a lot of good ideas and stuff like that. Um, so the things I view as fun may seem a little bit far out there. Well, at least the sex part, because sex is sex. But for me, sex is fun. Um, it meets my criteria of fun. It's pleasurable. I love sex. Man, it's the freaking best thing in the world in my eyes. And so, how could not sex be listed as my view of as fun? It would be crazy if it wasn't. And for me, my fun list includes is built into fun is good. In my eyes, sex isn't sin. Sex isn't bad. All of these lies they tell you is not true. In my eyes, sex, well, with my definition of fun, it doesn't include anything that's bad when I built this list. So, and you know, as a individual, you have to protect your ideas. And I've learned that, unfortunately, there's predators out there that's going to attack you, that will attack your ideas. We're supposed to live in a world that's free and that's a good world where you are free to think what you want, free from being harmed by other people, but that's not true. You have to protect your ideas. You have to protect yourself because people will just go out there and attack you. Will just go out there and attack your ideas just for shits and giggles. I think the things on my list too, other people would view as fun. I think pretty much everybody I know would say, yeah, those things are fun. And you can see why it's not that hard to look at the list and be like, yeah, those things are fun. Well, if you list those things in a list and say, well, what is this list? I think somebody could arrive at a list of fun things to do for just about anybody. There's other things I do that are fun that I didn't put on here, and I want to do an honorable mention for one of them. FB, Facebook. Facebook is I like Facebooking. And you go to www.facebook.com and search my profile, which can be searched using my email address, Gabriel71Flores@gmail.com. The way it's spelled is Gabriel 71FLOREZ@gmail.com. And pull up my Facebook profile, add me as a friend on there. I think pretty much everything about Facebook is fun. Let me give you some brief statistics about it. October 2017 is when I first started Facebook. I have 49 friends. My Alina Diana is the first friend in my friend list, and I have 349 posts. The reason why I state those statistics is because those statistics in themselves are fun in my eyes. When you have a apparatus like Facebook, especially one where you can easily gather statistics, it's kind of interesting to do. It's interesting to do because for me, I gather connections from different facts. When I gather a solid fact like that, a lot of things pop up in my head from earlier in my day or last week or a month from now that's related to the fact. And I find that to be true with pretty much everything I do when I'm gathering statistics, is that happens. So that's why I really like looking at statistics. And Facebook is one place where you can gather a lot of statistics. I just spouted out a bunch of them to you. It took me about 30 minutes to gather those statistics. But other than that, which is kind of like a secondary thing of Facebook, I really enjoy figuring out how to look at the best things on Facebook. I like to be able to target the things that I'm looking at and to be effective and efficient in doing that. I like to share posts, my posts, other people's posts. I like to share from other external websites onto Facebook, from applications. I like to like other people's posts. I like to use the like button, especially with all the features now. I really like commenting on posts, mine and other people's. Posting photos is a big one that I like doing. That's really fun. Customizing photos, customizing your profile, personal profile wall with the cover picture and your profile picture is fun to do. It's kind of challenging because it's hard to get it right to where the whole picture is in there, but it's something that you can practice at and work at and perfect the craft. Anyways, this is my episode today, guys, of just things about my life and things that interest me, various topics. I hope you guys watched. I know it's not as cool or interesting or unique as some other things you may see up here, but this is the best I can do, and I got a few more days of doing it, so stick around, and you guys have a good day. Bye.